It is time for the second half of our doubleheader here at the Bonner Fitness Center on the campus of Tech High School. As we say hello to Tech legend Frank Kendrick walking by to say hello. It is the men's championship game featuring the team representing the Press Play Gaming Lounge against Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. As we get into this matchup, we'll start going through names and you will recognize them immediately. And this is two kind of younger teams for the most part. Guys that were playing high school basketball in this community not that long ago. Guys that played largely small college basketball in the area. And guys that are currently playing some professional basketball at various places around the globe. Alongside Antoine Wynn, my name is Greg Rakestraw. Thank you so much for joining us. And Antoine, we just saw the women's contest. And again, you are familiar with so many of these players having played their high school hoops here locally. What are your expectations from game number 2 of the evening?
Well, I'm looking for an up-tempo type of basketball game. I see a lot of these guys I've known for quite a while and seen play over the years, and I'm just looking for a great basketball game.
Having watched the women's game, let's now talk about what we kind of saw late. You get to that pay window, and all of a sudden things can kind of tighten up a little bit. These guys are playing for a trophy, and they are playing for $8,000 in tonight's game.
Yeah, the first game, one team was more superior than the other, but they kind of took their foot off the gas, and the other team kept on playing. And so you cannot think the game is over. You have to play the entire 40 minutes of the basketball game.
You are looking at the bench of the Press Play Gaming Lounge. Let's give you their roster for tonight's contest. Some of the key players: TJ Henderson, who played at IUPUI and Marion, has played overseas, has played for the Kokomo Bobcats. Jacoby Robinson was on the 32-0 Warren Central unbeaten state championship team 5 years ago, just finished up playing for UIndy, helped lead them to a regional host capacity, one of the top teams in Division II this past year. How about Josh Thompson? We'll talk to his dad, Chandler, coming up at halftime. Josh scored 47 in a game earlier in the tournament. And the Hawk, Derek Hawthorne, also catches your attention for Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. Or, excuse me, for Press Play. For Mambo's, John Hart, Darius Adams on your screen, who played in the finalists event 3 years ago. Darius averaged over 40 a game 1 year playing in the Chinese Basketball Association, a league that many think is the second best league in the world other than the NBA. Leon Tillman, Marcus Teague, David Sanders, John Hart amongst the other notables. And of course, Marquise is on the floor. His brother Jeff is here in attendance. Now the boys basketball coach at Pike High School. Again, there is a lot of significant and serious hoopers that you will see on the floor just seconds away.
Absolutely. I know, Greg, when I first came in, it was probably about 10 or 15 people in here. You said it's going to be standing room only.
Now,
and I see it.
That gentleman right there, he is famous on the ISC Sports Network. Do you watch our promos and see the reverse dunk by a player from the Indiana Lions? Leon Tillman right there, that is on your screen. He has no idea the thousands of times that he has been featured on an ISC Sports Network promo. Is the native of Evansville, who played at the Division II University of West Alabama.
The Lions own.
And when you're having such serious stakes, there's a little bit of, all right, we got to make sure we got the right basketball. Got to make sure the feel is good.
Yes.
That's the reason for the delay. We will play 2 20-minute halves. Again, it's largely running clocks. We will go to the Elam ending at the first stoppage after the 4-minute mark of half number 2. We will tack on 9 points to the team that is leading score. That is our target score that we will play to. We'll play 24-second shot clocks, but it is a high school length 3-point line of 19'9". Tillman will jump at center. He will do so against one of the few players that would be not of the Indianapolis area. Trayvon Bentley, young man out of Saginaw, Michigan.
Yes. Went to Oakland Community College.
So TJ Henderson will track down the loose ball. Here is Josh Thompson. We are underway. Josh has gone from walk-on at Ball State to playing professionally in Slovenia. Oh, his dad is so proud of him, what he has put in terms of his basketball days. Played at Lawrence North High School.
Yeah, that was good defense by number 0, John Hart.
Shot blocked again. Shot clock at 5. Well, we'll let guys kind of play through contact here in this game. Adams all the way down and one. The young man that kind of jumps into the program for Stan Gerard at the University of Annapolis. Stan, of course, now is the head coach at USI, but Darius, who is from Decatur, Illinois, was kind of the guy that got the program going back in the right direction about 10, 15 years ago, and he is now a double-digit year pro. He has spent some time in the G League recently as well, but Darius can still make a living playing basketball for many years if he chooses. Step back three does not go for Press Play Gaming Lounge. That was Derek Hawthorne, played at Pike High School, that missed the shot. He plays for the Kokomo Bobcats these days. Teague off the window, would not go. Played on the 2012 NCAA champs at Kentucky. TJ Henderson shot blocked. That was Tillman. That closed that one out.
Tillman was a high flyer. Tillman was a high flyer.
Great length as well. You know you're pretty good when you're playing in sweats, right?
Yes.
So we referenced Mr. Tillman. There you go, an idea as to his aerial exploits previously on the ISC Sports Network. Adams, not that time, but Tillman volleyballs at Teague. This is quite the team that represents Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. John Hart, a miss and a foul. Free throws coming up for Derek Hawthorne. Hawthorne, in addition to being an outstanding basketball player at Pike, starting quarterback at Pike High School as well. And I think there was some discussion, hey, which way is he going to go? He chose the basketball route. Played at John A. Logan in Illinois, one of the umpteen junior colleges in the land of Lincoln.
Yes, his dad is Derek Hawthorne Sr. He played high school basketball and football at Thomas Carr Howell, and he ended up playing quarterback for University of Louisville. So I see he played at UT Martin as well.
Correct. Our crew was just past Martin, Tennessee not that long ago on our way back and forth to Memphis doing some work for USA Basketball. So 3-1. Going up for Tillman. Always a good idea. Leon Tillman will lay it up and in.
Yeah, Tillman is very athletic. He's the type of guy he can guard all 5 positions.
And he has played numerous years overseas, played with the Indiana Lions and the ABA. Another great partner of ours on ISC. Down low. Shot careens off the rim by Bentley. Bentley has also played in the TBL, including with one of my favorite team locations, given the fact that I have played in that gymnasium. He spent time playing for the Medora Timberjacks.
Right.
You into the mighty metropolis of Medora in your life?
No, I have not.
You're missing out.
I'm missing out.
One of the smallest public schools in the state of Indiana, just outside of Seymour and Brownstown.
Yes.
And yes, they have a professional basketball team in Medora. Hart off the window, score it. John Hart, who played both at Purdue and then IUPUI. His high school teammate, David Sanders, is here tonight. I thought it was fun that David was wearing his buddy John's Purdue jersey to warm up in in tonight's game. Shot blocked. That was Hawthorne. Blocked by Tillman.
Tillman is everywhere, isn't he?
And there are certain guys that stand out. You just go, he's a pro.
Yes.
Tillman is that guy.
Yeah.
Played for the Huskies of Evansville North High School, 2010 graduate.
He was a late pickup for the Lions, wasn't he?
He's played for them over the course of a couple of different seasons.
Okay.
Now Henderson going to work. Again, Henderson has some overseas experience as well.
Yes.
And Henderson shuffled the feet.
Well, Tillman will make you do that.
TJ has some experience playing professionally in Canada. Spent some time playing for the Kokomo Bobcats as well. I know their ownership group is here checking out the action tonight. Bobcats play in the Basketball League, run by former Indiana Mr. Basketball David Magley. On the drive, shot blocked by Teague. Knocked out of bounds, but was not kicked. It'll stay to Mambo's as we're now 5 minutes into half number 1. Former McDonald's All-American on your screen back in 2011. Rob Wan going to come in here. They may say that ball's going the other direction. They will. Ball kicked by Marcus, and he has no problem saying, yep, that was off me. You see the tight quarters we have here on the baseline.
Yeah, it's real tight. T.J. Henderson.
Thompson. Not that time.
Oh, man. I mean, they're scrapping.
Yep.
Greg.
Like they're playing for money or something.
Yeah.
Off the window, score it. That bucket is good by Joe Rush. Now, Joe is still college basketball eligible, and Darius Adams a little bit of a bump. And again, Rob Wan will jump in the middle of these guys real quick. Darius has about 10 years on Josh Thompson. Thompson's not going to back down from him at all. So let's finish the thought on Joe Rush. Joe played at Howe and then played at Warren Central.
Yes, he did.
And Joe is going to play for Scott Heddy at Marion University, so we'll see a lot of Joe coming up on ISC Sports Network.
Yeah.
Coming up this fall. The Marion team with as much turnovers they've had in a while. Adams may use that little dust up with Thompson to get him fired up.
Yes.
Because once he makes one, they tend to follow. Henderson's 3, no, and Adams with the rebound.
Oh, man.
Credit Thompson picked his pocket. Finds a teammate. Extra pass. Rush turns it down the first time. Makes the second time. That is a 3 for Joe Rush. He was like Jacoby Robinson on that 32-0. Yes. Warren Central State champion 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that had the record for most wins in an undefeated season in Indiana basketball history until Ben Davis topped him, going 33-0 this past year. Teague, no. Uncontested rebound for Thompson. Oh. Ball knocked away, though. Darius Adams flying down the floor. He'll finish. Adams with 7.
Man, they getting after, aren't they?
Yep. And again, you got a lot of pros on the floor.
Yes.
And guys that get paid to do this, but $8 grand for a team is a nice little bit of walking around money here in August.
Yes.
And for a lot of these guys are about to head overseas.
Absolutely.
So foul is called.
Wow.
I'll go against John Hart. John, the former Marion County Player of the Year at Beech Grove.
All right.
Thompson misses.
He looks just like his dad, doesn't he?
Folks, if you've heard about Chandler playing at Muncie Central and or Ball State, just YouTube a dunk against UNLV in the 90 Sweet 16. That's the Chandler Thompson story in one highlight right there.
And I do believe he dunked on LeBradford Smith at Louisville.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Poor LeBradford.
Yeah.
LeBradford, 4-year starter at U of L,
yeah.
Played in the NBA, and all he gets to hear about is Chandler Thompson and Michael Jordan.
Yes.
That's all LA gets to hear about.
Yes.
So Teague gets fouled. He'll shoot a couple.
Marcus Teague was the first-round pick, drafted in the first round.
Connects, 4th different player to score for Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill.
Marcus Teague is also NCAA champion.
2012 in Kentucky.
With Anthony Davis.
I was going to say, just a few other talented players around him that
yes.
won that championship for Coach Calipari. This little rim run here, and again, I think our 3 officials say, okay, guys, you're starting to get a little chippy already. Let's nip this in the bud immediately. Tyrone Walker, who just checked in, said, yep, I did that.
Yeah.
Tyrone was an outstanding football player. In fact, spent some time with the Green Bay Packers. Played at Illinois State.
So this was Larry Johnson. He played at Hamilton Southeastern. Played at Anderson University as well.
Jacoby Robinson has just checked in. And we have seen, this is our 4th year of doing these games. Again, this is, Tillman and Adams are a couple of exceptions to this. Okay. This is kind of as young as we've seen the teams that make it to this game. Normally, you got a couple more elder statesmen that are kind of long-time pros, and you have that to some degree. Marcus Teague could be of that group too, but
yes. Oh, nice.
Teague will lay it up and in. His first field goal. 7-point lead for Mambos here, halfway through half number 1. Thompson to the window. His first field goal as well.
And you'd say he scored 47 in the ball game?
47.
Wow.
And these are games take about an hour to play.
Wow.
Adams can score 47 getting out of bed. As he gets that one to go. That is a 3. As a fellow alumnus of the University of Indianapolis,
Right.
having Adams and David Logan, who both played at UIndy in the span of about 5 years, is pretty doggone impressive.
And David Logan can shoot that basketball.
2 guys that are still playing professional hoops. Of course, David passed the all-time scoring record at UIndy, which was held for 5 decades by Oscar Robertson's older brother, Bailey,
Okay.
back at Indiana Central.
Gotcha.
Adams to the free throw line, and he'll shoot a pair as he is fouled. Darius' last year at UIndy averaged 23 points a game. Timeout has been called. We'll keep it right here. I want to thank the good folks, the JD Finish Line Youth Foundation, for bringing our telecast to you tonight. The foundation seeks to create a lasting impact on our communities with the pursuit of safety, equity, and access through workforce development initiatives, health and wellness programs, and positive action for underrepresented voices. Are people asking you now to, autograph officials' jerseys while you're here?
This is
I know this man. You know, he
Chris
needs an
Shields,
introduction.
long-time great official
Chris may
Shields.
be the only person that goes to more basketball games in the state than I do between November and March.
Get a shot of Chris Shields, you guys.
And Chris and I spend way too much time together, going to games all across the state of Indiana, whether that's summer, winter, or fall.
Here he is, Chris. All right.
We got your good side on TV. You're in good shape. So Adams to shoot one more. He rarely leaves points at the line. David Sanders about ready to check in. Or looking forward to checking in when given the opportunity. Tillman getting a quick breather. Jonte Rogers in there now. Adams connects. He's got a dozen. Bit of a bobble. Quick recovery. Shot does not go.
Man.
And it's got to be a grown man to keep the ball in this mess.
Wow.
Your guys going back and forth. And Larry Johnson, the former Hamilton Southeastern Royal, gets the rebound, and he'll get 2 free throws.
I mean, they're going at it.
Free throws here coming up. Johnson just went 1 of 2 from the line and will attempt to do that by making the second one here. Sanders now in there. John Hart getting a break. TJ Henderson back in there as well. Or Evan Loudon in for the first time. And Loudon able to
Got a loose ball foul.
pick up the foul. Loudon played at Avon High School. Just wrapped up his days of playing small college basketball. Played at Northwood up in Michigan and finished up at the University of St. Francis.
Speaking of St. Francis in Fort Wayne.
Well, you've got multiples to choose from.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, New York. New York has dropped athletics.
The one in California, too?
And of course, Joliet, Illinois. So Teague draws the foul. This has kind of become a bit of a parade to the free throw line here as of late. Well, this team's sponsored by Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. Let's tell you more about them. Mambo's is an innovative twist of the traditional cheesesteak, a fusion of Latin and American culture, which brings a tremendous new flavor and experience. If you haven't tried our menu, you are missing out. Mambo's, we hope to see you soon. We were invited to Mambo's, weren't we, before the broadcast?
Yes.
At least you were. I'm going to tag along.
Yeah.
But you were invited. 21-10, Mambo's in front.
Joe Rush.
That is correct. Over Sanders and got it to roll. Logan Rush, one of many new faces at Marion this year. Gus Etchison transfer from Western Michigan. Kobe Barnes from Indiana All-Star from Floyd Central Indiana State. Amongst those that will be playing for the Knights this year, freshman Dylan Moles of Greenfield Central. El Haj Diallo of Brownsburg will play for Coach Hetty as well. And how about Jonte Rogers stepping into a 3?
Yes. That's a 12-point lead.
On the drive, contested shot that goes in traffic. Give the bucket for Derek Hawthorne.
Yeah, they're making the gold team is making the green team work a lot hard on the offensive end.
First team all basketball league. Adams a miss.
Oh.
Adams and Loudon almost collide, going for the loose ball. Loudon asked for a timeout. Will he get that or a travel? I think they're going to give him, no, they're going to say jump ball. So jump ball it is.
Yes. Oh, two teammates collided.
Yep. That frankly could have been a whole lot worse than it was.
Yes.
And they're giving the jump ball here on the tie-up with Joe Rush. And again, NBA rules to this degree. We'll jump it up, no possession arrow. Tracked down by Press Play Gaming Lounge.
Joe.
Jacoby Robinson
Nice
lines
shot.
it up. Jacoby spent 1 year at McKendree over in Lebanon, Illinois. Then transferred to GLVC rival and back home to UIndy. Play with his teammate Jesse Bingham II
Yes.
at UIndy.
Now, is Jesse still there?
That is correct.
Okay.
Catch and shoot. Loudon splashes it home. Evan Loudon becomes the 6th different player representing Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. And Rush, a 4-point play opportunity. And again, he is rare for this league, a
Yes.
current college player. We don't see many of those.
No, you don't.
And if I'm Scott Hetty, I am awfully,
I am
awfully
too.
excited about what Joe's been doing.
I'm excited and nervous all the same time watching him play here.
That is, in fact, the next game, basketball game that we will have on ISC. Joe Rush will be in it.
Okay.
The Marion men will host IU Southeast the last Saturday in October. Two perennial NAIA national tournament teams. Former Louisville Cardinal legend Wiley Brown, the man that head coaches that IU Southeast program. John Hart, no. Tillman, yes. Tillman got a fingernail on it. That was enough.
Tillman's always around the basketball.
Step back 3 by Rush. Heat check doesn't go. And now Adams will lead the break. Just bumps his way through traffic. Almost propelled by contact. And in typical Darius fashion, he's sitting on 14 points already. Henderson for 3. Got it. Well, I am fortunate enough to have a role both at Marion University and IUPUI.
Right.
I will say this as the IUPUI guy, I hated seeing TJ leave when he did.
Yes.
Playing for Jason Gardner at IUPUI. Steal and then good foul given by Tillman. Prevent the fast break opportunity, give the foul. They'll make Press Play Gaming Lounge bring it the length of the floor. Henderson, a guy that was always kind of instant offense off the bench for IUPUI.
Yes. He's always been a scorer because he's the all-time leading scorer in Tinley.
Ball fake and drive. Shot does not go. Adams the rebound. Careens off of Thompson. Driving forward, and Trevon Bentley with the volleyball spike.
Yes.
After playing up in Michigan at the community college level, Trayvon played small college ball out in the state of California. Hart, no. Rebound pulled down by Hawthorne. Quick glance at the clock. Down to a minute 42 to go before halftime. Special guest will join us at halftime. And Thompson kind of basically shot that, tried that kick out to draw contact and got none of it. Rush has 11 of the 24 for press play. Adams has 14 of the 31 for Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. And again, Henderson, who was beat, just gave the foul.
Yeah.
A couple of professional fouls we've seen over the last couple of minutes.
1-1.
So Walker will shoot 2.
He went to Ritter High School, huh?
Correct.
All right.
Missed that. Rebound to Tillman. Extra possession here. Hart, good job to create just enough space with that shoulder.
Yes.
To free himself up. You can see why he was 2-time academic All Big Ten.
Oh, way in the traffic.
Walker with Rush just kind of buzzing around him.
Yes.
Hart drew the late foul.
Unpopular call. So the clock's still running.
So Hart will get 2 as this will likely end the first half. They will basically take a timeout just to make sure you have a chance to
make these free throws.
Shoot the free throws.
Yes.
This timeout presented by CareSource. Imagine a health insurance company that can look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals and help its members find what they need to actually live healthier lives, like a stable job or dependable transportation or a safe place to live. Well, that health insurance company is not only real, but making a real difference in Indiana right now. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance. For more information, visit caresource.com. Get alongside Antoine Wynn, Greg Rakestraw with you. Thanks to our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew, Eldon Wheeler, Rob Lynch, Charlie Hammock. Thanks to Dennis Glover, Sean Walker, and Jordan Chu. Thanks to the wonderful staff at the Bonner Fitness Center for having us here for a 3rd consecutive year. And it's our 4th year in a row of broadcasting the City League Men's Championship. We've been here for all 3 renditions of the Women's Championship, which was won earlier by Portia Green Seen, the law office of Carmen Malone. They pocketed $6,000. The men's winner will take home $8 grand tonight. So Hart to shoot 2. Connects on that one.
Speaking of the women's champion, there's Portia Green right here.
And make them both, does John Hart. The clock will start when the ball is inbounded. Shot clock turned off here. Henderson, a quick glance, see exactly how much time is left on the moving screen. We'll get Bentley on the whistle. And again, they don't call a timeout.
They're going to call it. They called it.
They'll stop it. They'll put a little time back on it just to give them one final look before we get to the end of half number 1. Walker will take it. So 5 seconds on the clock. Darius Adams.
Oh.
And you don't want to do that, even though he missed it. And the half-court heave misses wide left. So 35-24, Mambo's Cheesesteak leads the Press Play Gaming Lounge. We'll take this quick timeout, and an Indiana basketball legend will join us when we come back.
Here comes Chandler.
14 for Darius Adams, 5 for Marcus Teague, 6 for John Hart.
I'm okay.
35-24 is the score. Mambo's leads this one, the City League Championship on ISC.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows. Wherever you find your favorite app, And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Welcome back to the Bonner Fitness Center on the campus of Tech High School. Greg Rakestraw, Antoine Wynn. And we are thrilled to be joined by a guy, of course, led Muncie Central to state champs in 1988, led Ball State to the 1990 Sweet 16. You have seen him coach at various places across Central Indiana. And tonight, proud dad of watching his son play in the champs game, and it's Chandler Thompson that joins us now. Buddy, it is always good to see you. What's it been like watching Josh this summer here in the City League?
It's been great, get a chance for him to finally come out and flourish, not getting a chance to play at LN because of the injuries and being a walker in at Ball State and finally growing up to be the player that we thought that he could be.
I know he got to play professionally this past year. What are the plans for him this coming year?
Well, he has a contract to go back to Slovenia, but we're waiting to see if we can get a better offer than the offer that he has right now on his table.
What was his experience like last year?
Oh, he loved it. I mean, it was just almost like he was in college, living in Slovenia in a hotel. So hopefully this year he get a better experience, get out and see the city a little bit more.
What's it been like to watch these games, and not just your son, but teammates, other young men that you've known for so many years? What's it like to have this stage and play here this summer?
I mean, it's great. I mean, this is something that we played in back in the 90s, but we didn't play indoors. We played outside at the Washington Park.
Yep.
But this is a great atmosphere. I wish that we had this when we were coming up. Social media as well, TV like you guys
sure.
got. I mean, it would be awesome for us to be able to showcase our talent in something like this.
Now, Antoine, I'm the only guy that has memories of Chandler. You prefer to jump in with if you've got a great Chandler Thompson story or memory you want to share, go ahead.
It's funny, Chandler, we were just talking about you. We were talking about LeBradford Smith.
Yeah.
Because I remember, was it a tip dunk against LeBradford?
No, I caught him straight up, man to man. Man to man.
And I saw this on social media. You dunked over a car one time in a park.
Yeah.
Where was that?
It was in Muncie.
Yeah.
At a Dust Bowl. I was 18 years old, just finished the Indiana All-Stars.
Yeah.
Came home and played in the tournament. The players that we had on our team was me, Jay Edwards, Tracy Foster, Daryl Thomas. So we had a lot of, IU guys that was out there playing. And it was a dunk contest. I went out on Friday night, just said, let me just try this dunk. Dunked over my car. I told a kid that was there, don't say anything. I'm going to wait till Sunday. But he couldn't keep it hush, so he ended up telling everybody. So when it was time for me to dunk, I jumped over the car.
And thank goodness 35 years later somebody filmed it so we can still talk about it to this point.
Yeah.
All right, coaching-wise, what's in the future for you this coming year?
I think I'm going to take the year off. I mean, it's grueling.
Yeah.
Dealing with a lot.
Understood.
I won't say, but it's just dealing with a lot. So
Understood.
I need to take some time off.
Buddy, you go take care of yourself. It is always good to see you, my friend. Chandler Thompson, again, simply put, he is an Indiana basketball legend. And again, like we said, in tonight's status, just a proud dad watching his son play, who had 47 in the game early in this tournament. All right, we're just seconds away from the go back to your yelling spot as Chandler heads back to his seat. All right, Antoine, we're just moments away from the start of half number 2. Kind of thoughts on half number 1 and maybe if there's any changes coming up for either team.
Well, right now it's kind of physical. I think the refs probably need to tighten it up a little more because someone's going to get hurt because there's a lot of stakes. So they may have to put some air in the whistle. Both teams are playing hard. Nobody wants to go home. So I think the second half, the officials need to get more involved.
Scoring for Press Play Gaming Lounge, Joe Rush, 11, Derek Hawthorne, Josh Thompson, Jacoby Robinson, TJ Henderson, 3, Larry Johnson with 1. For Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill, 14 for Darius Adams, 6 for John Hart, 5 for Marcus Teague, 4 for Leon Tillman, 3 for Jonte Rogers, and 3 for Evan Loudon. Tyrone Walker, David Sanders both played briefly but did not score. So it'll be Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill that has the ball to start half number 2 again. First stoppage in play after the 4-minute mark. That is when we will set the target score. And the winner to get $8,000 as the City League champs. My brothers, big sisters won this last year. Circle City Relief the year before that. Steal. Ball taken away. And then again, foul given by Teague. Immediately puts his hand up, trying to prevent his fellow former Pike Red Devil and Derek Hawthorne scoring in uncontested fashion.
This is probably the most reserved I've ever seen Marcus Teague. He's usually amped up a little more. He's kind of on cruise control right now.
While we have this opportunity, again, his brother Jeff is not far from us.
Yes.
Again, Jeff, after his playing career ended, was doing the NBA scouting thing, opportunity to coach at Pike. He comes up and jumps on it. Just kind of knowing the family the way you do, having been around the Teague family, just kind of your thoughts as to the job you think he'll do coming up at Pike this year.
I think he'll bring the excitement back to Pike. You know, Pike has always been a basketball school, and he's a former player, and he's going to bring the excitement back to Pike basketball.
Joe Rush with 13. Former Pike head coach Bill Zick now taking over the Southport job for this coming year.
Yes.
Teague draws 3 defenders, which means John Hart had a good look that would not go. Good job to block out by T.J. Henderson. Now Rush steps into a 3 and knocks it down.
And Joe Rush is having a tremendous basketball game.
I got to tell you, I was looking forward to doing a bunch of Marion games this year.
Yes.
I'm even a little more excited watching him play now.
Absolutely. He's one of the younger statesmen out here. He's playing with these seasoned guys.
Hart couldn't make the last one. That one had a little higher degree of difficulty, and he knocks it home. So he's got 9, the lead back to 8 for Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. Just 5 out offense, and he'll let Rush go to work. And
Nice layup.
Tyrone Walker had little he could do to stop that.
Was that Joe Rush again?
Again,
Oh, my.
and the youngest player on the floor, the guy that's getting it done right now.
Yes. Oh,
Adams, good slip. Walker and 1. Tyrone Walker hits his first bucket of the game. Appreciates the look from Darius Adams.
Tyrone Walker. He also played football at Illinois State. Wide receiver.
So Walker for the and 1. Connected. His first 3 points of the game.
Jeff Teague had mentioned that he was going to play up-tempo, fast-type basketball, like NBA-style basketball at Pike.
The pull-up. Give it to him again.
Joe Rush is on.
Joe is lighting it up.
Yes.
He's got 20.
Wow.
Teague, the finger roll.
I just say he was quiet.
I think my partner described it better than I could with his reaction to that shot.
Yes.
Lean back to 9 for Mambo's. Wow. Rush again, blocking foul.
That's a great call. Great call.
And the offense pretty much has been the one-man band of Joe Rush, and
yes,
that's perfectly fine.
If you watch Joe Rush out there, he doesn't seem to be bothered by who he's playing against. He's playing like he belongs.
Spent time at Cabrillo Community College in California.
And Joe Rush was equally as talented in football.
Evan Loudon will check back in now.
I believe Joe Rush may have been a freshman when he was at Howe when they went to the state that year down in
2016.
Yes. And he transferred to Warren.
They were the runners-up to Lapel that year in 2A.
Yes.
Teague picking it up. Again, he was quiet in the first half. Yeah. He's not quiet now.
He was playing possum. Nice.
Right idea, just pass a little behind Trayvon Bentley. Loudon, the finish. Good take by Loudon.
Yes.
So Loudon with 5. Rush, not that time. And Teague, the uncontested rebound.
Man.
I think the shot clock was late to get started.
It's almost, if you're watching watching Marcus T is almost as if he's, he's allowed everybody else to get there. It's like it's my turn now.
Yep. Former NBA player, that's not that big of a surprise.
Yes.
Kind of the old head on the floor. And as expected, it's been a little bit of a tighter whistle here in half number 2.
Yes. Tillman. Oh, man.
Tillman got fouled. And again, do you know how good you got to be to play in sweats?
Yes. It was going to be a highlight reel.
Tillman with 4 points in the first half. He's been kind of a lunch pail guy for the Mambos team so far.
Tillman's from Evansville.
Connects on that one. Smooth looking stroke from the line.
University of West Alabama, is that a D1 school?
D2.
D2.
Misses. Thompson, the rebound. Thompson just 3 points. John Hart draws a defensive assignment on Josh here at this juncture.
Step back.
Hawthorne, no. Tillman set the screen. Hart made the other read and drove in. Well done by John. He had an open 3, but decided he wanted the 2-point look instead.
He made the basket and gave Rob Wan a look.
Henderson by his lonesome. That usually doesn't go well.
Yeah.
But Loudon with the rebound.
Oh, man.
Loudon fouled by Hawthorne. And Loudon just completed his 5 years of college basketball at St. Francis this past year. Averaged 4 points, 5 rebounds a game. Timeout taken. Again, we'll keep it here with 12:56 left to play in the game. Reminder fans, the tickets for the 2023 Indy Classic powered by Sports Tech HQ are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to see some of the best college basketball teams in the country at Gainbridge Fieldhouse as Arizona plays Purdue. And Indiana State will play Ball State on Saturday, December the 16th. This event supports the nonprofit mission of Indiana Sports Corp to impact our community through sports. All tickets are good for both games to start as low as $50. Buy now at Ticketmaster.com. Well, Joe Rush, he's been the offensive star, really, of both halves for this Press Play Gaming Lounge team. 22 points, leads all scorers.
Yeah, Joe Rush is he's playing like he belongs. So he's saying to himself, these guys are pros. I could be a pro too one day.
Well, frankly, he is going to a place now in Marion that is producing pros on a regular basis.
Yes.
Reggie Kasunwal has played in the G League through the Celtics organization after finishing his days at Marion. Adams, a contested three that does not go. Tillman gets a hand on it. How about that play?
Oh, man.
To bounce off the wall by Loudon. Unfortunately, his effort's not rewarded because it leads to a layup for TJ Henderson at the other end.
And speaking of Marion, Scott Hitty is a tremendous basketball coach.
Agreed. Sanders in there, has his pocket picked. Sanders playing at IU East. Trailer 3 for Thompson. Got it.
That was real nice.
Heads up play by TJ Henderson. Mambos will take a timeout immediately.
TJ heard his footsteps.
So the lead is down to 8 with 12:18 left to go in the game. So again, we will get to the 4-minute mark. Next stoppage in play after that, we'll stop the clock. We'll turn it off. We will set the target score, basically +9, whichever team is in front at that point and time. It's good, smart basketball by the two former Marion County High School products.
Yeah, these guys are going at it. I just hope the referees just keep control of this basketball game.
Full court pickup here by Press Play Gaming Lounge.
That's Joe Rush.
And that basically be designed to not let Darius Adams get a touch.
Yes.
He'll get it here, but he'll do so with 12 on the 24.
Do your work early.
Just trying to give him space and let him go to work. Gets downhill, spins, shoots, misses it.
Man.
Tillman. Shot clock went off and it shouldn't have. Adams shoots through it. Hawthorne the rebound. He'll pull for 3. Yes, sir. 5-point game.
Man. Wow.
Hawthorne was 7.
As I mentioned earlier, you let a good team hang around, it'll hurt you in the end.
Teague looking to answer and does. Well, I'll use a baseball analogy. They say momentum is the next day's starting pitcher.
Yes.
In basketball, momentum is the next made jump shot.
That's
Teague
it.
answered. It's been Adams show in half
man.
1, Teague in half 2. Hawthorne now kind of feeling it as he's got 9.
So you got to take the ball out of his hand. He's feeling it right now.
Teague right back at you. Pike on Pike.
Yeah.
Right there.
You've got to get the ball out of his hands.
Lead is 9. Teague now leading scorer for Mambos with 15.
You're talking about an ex-first-round pick.
Henderson, well, he wants
TJ.
part of that party as well.
Yes, T.J. Henderson. 6-point ball game.
It is a jump shot festival that's going on as we speak.
Yeah.
Teague, believe. Tillman blocked. Josh Thompson got him, and we'll keep it here. Clean block, says Rob Wan. John Hart, Tyrone Walker will check back in. Sanders and Loudon will have a seat. Larry Johnson going to get a spell here to give Bentley a breather. Again, Tillman's such a pro, does all the little things.
Yes, he does.
Knowing he's not going to get many looks with the talented guards around him. Just plays his role. Henderson for 3, not that time, and Adams will track it down. Adams accelerates, and again, contact does not bother him.
Sure, he's looking for contact.
Yep. That's where he feels at home.
Yes.
He's got 16, the lead is back to 8.
Joe Rush has been quiet here of late.
Thompson, not the first time. Second time didn't go either for the former Ball State Cardinal. And Hawthorne gives a foul to prevent a potential fast break look.
TJ said, why don't you get the ball, Tillman? I'm tired.
Walker for 3. Not that time. Johnson had it, lost it. But it is touched last by Tillman. Everything contested
Yes, it is.
between these two teams,
As you say, it's a lot on the line.
which is exactly what you'd expect.
Wow.
Hawthorne, yep, got fouled by Tillman. Got him with just kind of a forearm shiver in the back on his way to the basket.
They were looking for a goal, Chin. Let me see.
No, that was on
No.
the way up.
Yep.
Yep. He pinned that to the backboard.
Yes.
And it also was a foul. He got him with the forearm chuck on the way by. So Hawthorne, 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. He'll shoot 2 here and connect. So he now is in double figures, joining Joe Rush for the Press Play Gaming Lounge.
They need to get Joe Rush back involved because he had the hot hand, and they're fading away from him.
Hawthorne, like a good pro, does not leave points on the line.
Yeah. There he is.
Teague off the side, kind of fading away, but there's Tillman. Not much on the shot clock when it resets. And basic defensive ideas, get the ball out of Darius Adams' hands. What a fine rush. Tillman hustles back, but Rush finishes over him. Rush with 24. And
Yeah.
at 4 points, this is as close as this has been in some time.
And that's what I said. You have to keep Rush involved. He's the guy that got you there.
The double leaves Walker open and makes him pay. With this much talent on the floor, when
Yes.
you have that open of a look, you
Yes.
have to make it. Have to. And he did. Walker's got 6. Henderson. Not that time. Great rebound by
These
Rush.
guys are-
Phenomenal rebound.
Oh,
3, no. Everything good until that shot.
yes.
Teague takes the bump. Late whistle, but it's the right one. He got it. Teague will shoot 2.
Yeah. Teague was drafted by the Bulls, I think. Pretty sure it was the Bulls.
Marcus connects from the free throw line. Jonte Rogers will come in to give him a breather. Play for the Chicago Bulls, the Brooklyn Nets, the Memphis Grizzlies. He is still playing professionally.
And he's still a relatively young man.
He played in Greece last year, did Marcus.
Okay.
He has played in England. Spent time in the G League, spent time in Korea.
Okay.
Even played in Israel as well. Have basketball will travel.
Well,
Shot clock at 8. Henderson.
wow.
Now, clearly he liked the matchup. He thought
Yes.
he thought he had it.
And number 22, Jonte Rogers, was looking for help.
And in this running clock scenario, partner,
Yes.
it gets late early.
Yes.
You kind of look up and you go, hey, there's 90 seconds left. We'll get to Elam ending time.
Absolutely. So you know what's getting ready to happen now. ISO. Cleared out.
Teague. Well, he played for the Nets. Doing a little ISO Joe there.
Yeah.
Did Marcus.
Yes.
Henderson 3 rattles it in. Henderson with 11. 5-point game with 5 minutes left to go, and
Yes, that
we're
going.
almost to Elam ending time with 8 fouls on the line. You can kind of tell both teams are kind of saying, hey, we could use a breather if given the opportunity. Walker a miss, a chance to make it a one-score game here. Rush the hesitation. The English that does not go, but gets his own rebound. Henderson with Adams flying by. Couldn't finish.
Oh, there he is.
Teague. No. I'm going to say touch last by press play. Clock is still running. They'll put the shot clock at 15. Rogers will inbound. He has a 3-point basket made tonight. It'll be off of Henderson. So it looks like Mambos is going to take they want to take the timeout right here and set the score.
Absolutely.
So they stop the clock with 3:55 left to go, so the clock is now done for the night. So the winning score tonight will be the first team to get to 73.
73.
That will be our Elam ending tonight, is 73. So Mambos with 9 points to win 8K.
He borrows your pen.
That's not going to work as cool as the marker will, believe me.
Yeah, I know it. Now, could you explain to me how that works? The Magic is 73. So how does that work?
Add 9.
At 9. Okay.
So there was a time when it was add 11.
Right.
Kind of the event that is known for using the Elam ending more than anything else.
Right.
Obviously is TBT, and that is add 9.
Okay.
And so
gotcha.
that's why we are where we are.
So it's almost similar to the Big Three. Almost they kind of do things like that too.
Yep. So 73. It's on the scoreboard. It didn't look as good on the whiteboard, but believe me, we're at 73.
Yeah. I think that's a pen.
That's why you don't take my pens, boys and girls. They'll figure it out.
Yeah. Gotta always keep a Sharpie with you.
That's right. Players are ready, even if the Magic whiteboard is not.
Yeah. All right.
Get the ladder out of the way, and we are back to action. Adams. Shot clock at 12. Backs his way down and hasn't had that smooth range as per usual in the second half tonight.
Yeah.
And shot clock, I don't think, properly started. Hence the stoppage. A chance to make it a one-score game here for Press Play Gaming Lounge. Thompson goes around his man, and easy money for Josh Thompson.
I believe he was looking for help. Help wasn't there.
A one-score game. Again, it is a race to 73. Ball tipped away and taken away.
Got numbers.
And then a foul given by Hart. Walker will check out as Evan Loudon will check back in for Mambos. No free throws just yet. You kind of have a unique 1 plus the bonus rule here.
Yes.
Late in the game. See if that gets enacted at some point. Thompson.
Charge.
Got it.
Oh.
Thompson with 10. It's a 1-point game.
Oh, man.
And Mambos has led virtually the entire way. Adams, the drive and dish. Hart turns down the three. He'll take the contested 15-footer.
Oh, my
There's
goodness.
Tillman. He got tied up. Yep, got tied up. Great rebound by Tillman.
Wow.
But better reaction by Hawthorne. Those two will jump it up at the free throw line.
I mean, he went up there and got that ball. Look at that.
He just had three gnats around him that wouldn't let him go.
Yeah. But Marcus Teague being your best player, you have to go to him because he can create his own shot.
Shot clock sets to 14 after the missed first shot by Hart.
You're looking at Tillman. Tillman should get this tip. He's looking around, see if he's going to hit it at. Oh, it's contested.
Who touched it last? It's going to be Mambos. So a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, he shocked me. I thought Tillman would win that outright. Shot clock getting down.
Isolation for Thompson. Got it in front is Press Play Gaming Lounge.
Wow.
Thompson's got 13. Press Play has scored the last 7 points.
Yeah. You have to go with Teague.
Teague, tough shot, got it. You called it.
You have to go with your best player.
Back in front.
So the rest of the game, he should have the basketball.
He's got 22.
You always play through your best player.
Thompson lets Loudon fly by and scores it. Back and forth action here.
That's the 47-point guy, right?
That is correct. He's catching up. It's Hart. Through Thompson laying up and in. John Hart with 13.
Going back and forth.
Again, we are playing to 73. One stop might win it. Henderson got that one. Henderson with 13. Now a three for Press Play can win it the next time down.
Yeah.
And more folks are not in their seats. They're standing and checking out all the action. Adams draws a double. Shot clock at 9.
You have to go with it. It's going to take
Rush on the defense. Teague for 3. No. Rebound. And he's fouled as Henderson. And again, you can see the reaction. You're getting closer to the pay window.
Yes.
It's starting to mean a whole lot more. And we'll see free throws at the other end. And Leon may not be happy with the call, but that's
the right call.
And now We're going to need to separate a couple of players here again. Emotion starting to act up here. So Henderson with free throws. I think both teams can kind of go to their benches and just kind of take a moment to let things connect for a little bit. Tonight's game presented and located at the Bonner Fitness and Learning Center. The Bonner Fitness Center and Fitness Zone is a low-cost, state-of-the-art fitness center located on the historic Arsenal Technical High School campus on the Near East Side of Indianapolis. The Fitness Zone is open for all individuals and families who are interested in bolstering their physical activity and living more active lifestyles. Our affordable memberships are accessible to community residents from all walks of life. Our members have access to cardio and resistance training equipment, free weights, group fitness classes, and a basketball court at no additional cost. Members have regular access to Bod Pod composition measurement assessments. Our Fitness Zone is staffed by students from IUPUI School of Health and Human Services who are available to help with any fitness needs, including free personalized workouts and trainings.
I think somebody wasted something on the floor.
Just making sure that everybody is playing in a safe scenario here.
I have Press Play Gaming Lounge going for the win. TJ Henderson shooting the basketball.
But it's not a three-shot scenario, so he was fouled in the open court.
Oh, we got free throws?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. With money on the line, you see that making sure all precautions are being taken care of. Maddie McConnell is one of the star players in the women's game. She's on the floor detailing crew currently for this game. Again, she is a member of the City League board.
Are they reviewing something at the table?
They're basically saying, is that ball in the backcourt? In other words, are we not to the foul limit yet?
Yes.
And I think that's the conversation that's being had. So it'll be press plays ball. TJ Henderson having a conversation about kind of the rules explanation. Not enough, they haven't hit the foul trigger yet to get to the 1-and-1. So again, press play has the ball, and frankly now they can win it.
Yes.
Now they can win it with a three.
Yeah, TJ Henderson.
Thompson certainly capable of doing just that. Hart with him step for step. Step back for the win. No. Put back. Missed it. Rush had a bunny. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah.
Adams flies down the floor. Adams.
Oh.
What's the blocking foul? Blocking foul is the call. Free throws coming up for Darius Adams.
I like to see that again. Oh.
Just kind of lost his footing.
Yeah, kind of incidental
because he
contact.
landed on Henderson. And again, you don't see the semicircle in here, but that would be the equivalent of the protected area in the college and NBA level.
Yes.
They'll give him that call.
Yeah.
Let's hope that Darius is all right.
So he gets 2 shots.
He rattled off the places he has played. Last year played for the Fujian Sturgeons in the CBA. He did spend some time with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants in 2022, but he has primarily played in China, has Darius, since 2016.
Right.
He was the MVP of the CBA back in 2019. So Adams will get 2. Darius with 16 points. Primarily his damage was done in half number 1.
Yes.
And connects.
Time ball game.
And he makes this one. It would be just a 2 to win it for Mambos the next time down.
Yes.
But obviously press play, as he makes them both, press play can win with a 3. Timeout taken.
So as a coach, I'm not going to allow them to get 3 off on me. I'm fouling them, sending the free throw line.
To then get the ball back and try to win it with 2?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's my strategy.
It is a whole new wrinkle in terms of normally talking about you're fouling with a 3-point lead.
Right.
But in this scenario, I would agree that that's the math.
Yes.
Commit a foul, and you're not going to beat us with a 3.
That's right. Because you want to have the last possession.
Absolutely. And especially knowing you've got a guy in theory in Tillman.
Yes.
That should have the advantage in a low block to grab any rebound on his side of the rim.
So I'm guarding the 3-point line. You can dump it in and lay it up.
2, yep.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and allow you to shoot the 2. You go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm all the way around the arc.
Bentley will inbound it.
I'm going to let you have the 2.
And there's the foul. You nailed it.
Yep.
Loudon had hoped he'd get the steal, but
yeah,
he's being applauded by his teammates for fouling. So Thompson will go to the line. And this is 1 plus the bonus. Josh is 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
And the Mambos, I'm letting Mr. Teague shoot the last shot.
If you're Thompson, if you make the first one, well, let's let this play out. And he missed it.
Yeah.
There's the rebound, and Adams has got it. So any bucket or a foul and 2 made free throws wins it for Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. Trying to double get the ball out of Adams' hands. Step through off the window. Blocking foul called. And now 2 free throws can win it for Darius Adams.
Wow.
Let's take a look.
I like the call.
Yeah.
This guy was moving. Yeah, you see how he moved to the right?
Yeah, he's never set.
Yeah. TJ Henderson moved to the right. So it's a good call. We got T.
So apparently a technical foul was given as well.
Who they tee up?
So all that's needed to win this one is 2 free throws.
Yes.
For Darius Adams.
And it looks like somebody's been ejected. So you got
Adams makes 1. 1 more. Delivers the $8 grand to Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill. And Henderson takes the jersey off, and TJ Henderson's done for the night. It's the delay, and Adams got to make 1 more, and that's it, and that's all.
Yes. It's unfortunate it had to come down to this, but that was the right call.
Yep. And again, it's an NBA rule, so it's a 1-shot technical.
Yes.
So that was the technical foul that he just shot.
Yes.
And now Adams basically has 2 free throws to make 1 to end the game.
The old ABA rule, 3 shots to make 2.
Correct. More or less what you got here.
Yeah. So
ball game.
That's it.
So Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill is your winner of the City League. Fantastic game, high emotions at the end of it. And Darius Adams was on the runner-up team in this event some 3 years ago. This time, he and his teammates will cash in. Mambos wins at 73-70. Let's go through the final scoring tonight. Marquis Teague with 22. Darius Adams with 20. 12 for John Hart. 6 for Tyrone Walker. 5 for Leon Tillman. 5 for Evan Loudon. 3 for Jonte Rogers. David Sanders played but did not score. 4 Press Play Gaming Lounge. 24 for Joe Rush. 15 for Josh Thompson. 11 for Derek Hawthorne. 13 for TJ Henderson. 3 for Jacoby Robinson. And 1 for Larry Johnson. Good to see that handshakes and hugs are being shared at the end of this one. Again, you understand with the cash prize on the line, the emotions in which you are playing, but good to see that these guys who, again, so many of them have literally grown up playing against each other, trying to let that subside as best they can.
And you kind of hate to see it go down like it did, but you know,
Good to see Lance Stevenson here tonight enjoying the festivities and congratulating the winners. There will be a placement of the Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill logo. That's what John Hart has in his hand. Put it up on the tournament bracket as the City League champs. And there is a trophy that is to our right that will be handed to the winning team as well. As fans are starting to file out of the Bonner Fitness Center this evening.
Does Lance Stevenson play in this league?
Hasn't yet.
Okay.
Could be sooner rather than later, let's put it that way.
Okay.
So it's John Hart that gets to make the walk up the ladder and logo. He finished with 12 to the former Purdue Boilermaker and IUPUI Jaguar tonight. And you can seal it. Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill is your winner, and the trophy is heading their way as well. And this will conclude another successful season for the City League. Antoine, your final thoughts and getting to take this in for the first time tonight.
It was better than advertised. I was shocked. I didn't think, I knew the play was going to be good, but it was great. It was better than good. I liked how the guys fought. I liked how the ladies fought earlier. Everybody fought to the very end. You know, it was kind of lopsided at first, but the losing team came back and had an opportunity to win it, but they came up short.
The law office of Carmen Malone, they win the women's championship. Mambo's Cheesesteak Grill, they win the men's championship. Those two teams combined to split $14,000 in cash prizes tonight. That'll do it for the 2023 City League. Thanks for joining us from the Bonner Fitness Center right here on the ISC Sports Network.